Okay, hello. It's Saturday the 26th of August 2023, and today I'm at Shepherd's Wheel in the Porter Valley, and I've come to have a look at the last remaining water-powered wheel that's still fully working in Sheffield. There are some of the mills are still in existence, but they are in different, shall we say, different working order. They're not all fully working. Some are part working, etc. Some have been turned into flats or apartments. Some have been knocked down. But here we've got a good map showing where a lot of the dams, the water-powered dams were, water-powered mills were. So this is where we are, River Porter in the Porter Valley, and the Shepherd Wheel is here, and this is the dam, the mill dam. A few miles further north, over the other side of the valley, is the Rivelin Valley, with probably the most mills of any valley there, about 20 plus mills. You've got the River Loxley further north there. You've got the Upper Don Valley there. Sheffield city centre here. You've got the Sheaf Valley there. Of course, Sheffield is named after that river there, the River Sheaf. And then you've got the Lower Don Valley down here, which has quite only a few, because that's where, after the Industrial Revolution, that's where the industry really grew once steam power came in. So don't forget, we're looking at pre-industrial revolution here. So we're talking really pretty much from medieval times up to 1450 to 1700. So the green ones and the red ones are kind of pre-1700. And then after that, the purple ones are 1700 to 1900. So we're looking at Shepherd Wheel, which is thought to have been somewhere around 1500. But I'm just going to let you read that. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a cold. If you want to just read that there. And then we'll go in and have a little look at the wheel working, and there's a map here. So at the moment I'm stood about here. So the river is behind me, and then it's kind of dammed here, so you fill this area with water, and then it goes over a sluice there and powers a water wheel there. And it's as simple as that, and then it goes down a culvert or a goit and joins back up with the river to carry on down. And as you can see, you can run literally loads and loads of mills in quite a short area. No pollution, environmentally friendly for the day. There's an old picture taken in 1893. So there's the dam. Approximately here is where I'm stood, at the top of this path that goes down there, and there's what we're just going to go into now. But first we're going to go around the back and have a look at the water wheel working. Hiya. Excuse me. Yes, got a few showers today, so it's a good day to actually go inside and do a little bit of sightseeing.
That's what we looked at on the thing, wasn't it?
But look at the moss on that roof. Just have a little glimpse in through the dark windows there. But let's just go around the back just to have a look at the wheel working. There's a little plaque here as well. So as it says there, Sheffield wheel, a water-powered grinding hull last worked in the 1930s. This may be the Potter wheel, recorded in a will dated 1584, named after a Mr. Sheffield who employed 10 men here in 1794. And so there's the wheel. I mean, it's so simple. You know, you've just got a load of water just pouring onto a wheel with lots of paddles on it. And as you can see there, see the mechanism goes all the way into the building to run all the equipment via various belts that they needed to run. And there's a couple of old grindstones. There's a little bit more information here. Again, I'm not going to hang around. I'm just going to let you pause that if you want to take in that information. Same with that. Apologies for the reflection there. Pretty much the same as what you saw up there. And then there's another one over here. A couple. More information there. And again, you've seen that one over the other side. So let's go around now. So that's a view of the mill from this side. So we're looking at something that is potentially over 500 years old. Oh, blackberries there. Let me pick a blackberry. Oh, that comes away nice. We'll have that. Yeah. Oh yeah, chewing on a maggot, lovely. So let's go in and have a look at that wheel turning. Hiya.
Right.
So you can see the wheel outside is going round, turning this one, which is connected by a gear there to that one, and then belts. And more gears drive all these along this line here, and then through to next door, which we will go into in a little bit. In winter they have this fire on as well, so it's really nice and toasty in here when you come in. And here would be where you did all the grinding. So you've got the grindstones going round. You would sit on there and you would have your piece of metal, whatever it is that wanted to be made. Got a load of blades there. And you would spend all day grinding, slowly shortening, or very quickly shortening your life because of all the dust that would give you lung disease and all sorts of things. That's if you survived the fact that these quite often used to, if there was a flaw in the grit stone, it's a form of sandstone that's quite hard. If there's a flaw in one of these as they're made, these round stones, then they could explode, and so many grinders were actually killed outright when that happens. But yeah, that is basically what you would do all day. So there would be one sat on each of these. So hence, as it said outside, maybe up to 10 people worked in this one mill. and then you've got maybe 10, 15, 20 mills all up and down the valley in a kind of 3 or 4 mile distance. And of course this work was done. This wasn't the only job that the grinders had. They would also, in summer, actually work on local farms. So in winter they would probably make equipment like scythes and all sorts of tools that you would use on a farm, on a local farm. And then in summer, when water levels were low and there maybe wasn't much water in the dam to run the wheel, they would have jobs on the farm anyway, bringing in the harvest, looking after animals or whatever. But obviously in winter, when you get more rain and snow, you know, quite often you don't actually need the dam because the water's just coming all the time and flowing over. The dam is a kind of insurance, you know, for the times when maybe there isn't a lot of rain. So at least you have some water that you can release to do some kind of work. So you can see all the different belts on the side here. Ceiling, got the original beams up there. Some new ones, but you can imagine, you know, that's just a stone roof. So there's no insulation there at all. So again, it will be, even with this on, you know, if you're spending all day in here, quite often there wouldn't be any glass in the windows, maybe shuttered, maybe you'd have candlelight to work with, you know, it's a completely different world. So what we're on, 12 minutes, just going to go next door then and have a quick look, see what's in there, because I say that comes through here, that hole in the wall, and then you can see there's the hole in the wall, so it comes through here and it's still driving these. So again, you've got 1, 2, 3 there, couple here if these were connected up. See those there? If they were connected to this one, these two would run. So you got 1, 2, potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in here, all running off that one wheel. So 7 men in here, and another however many we had in there, another 6 or 7 in there, maybe up to 15 men, all grinding away through a little bit of water dropping down onto one water wheel. No pollution whatsoever, but very, very hard working conditions. So I'm going to again just let you read that. If you want to pause it, I'll just go in and just kind of, so you can follow from where the porter meets the sheaf here, which is close to the city centre, and this shows you all the different mills on this and the Porter Valley on this river. And we are here. And further up you've got, where's Forge Dam? Old Forge, that'll be it there. Forge Dam there, Whiteleywood Old Forge, which is now a cafe basically. But the dam's still there. The cafe's here. You've got you can see the wheel, but although it's not working anymore. So yeah, I hope that just gives you a basic run through of how industry worked before the Industrial Revolution. You know, even though, as I say, these mills continue working right up into the 1920s, 1930s, because they didn't cost a lot to run. So even though you had steam power, which meant that you could produce so much more because steam power was so much more powerful, there was still a market for this kind of niche product being made by local artisans. Again, because their overheads were so cheap. It's just that once you've got steam power, you've got an ability to produce mass-produce products, because you've got this endless source of power. You've got steam energy. You've got steam running either a water wheel or producing electricity to actually run a factory. And so if you go to somewhere like Quarry Mill in Manchester, which is similar to this but much, much bigger, and it shows you the wheels that were run by the river coming down, the stream coming down, but also how it was then upgraded once steam power came in and how the steam power was integrated into it. So yeah, I think I have some videos on, yes, I do have some videos on Quarry Bank Mill, but Quarry Mill. Is it Quarry Mill or Quarry Bank Mill? I think it's Quarry Bank Mill. But again, I don't heavily go into detail about, I don't think, from what I remember. But yeah, check it out anyway. So yeah, we're on 60 minutes, 17 minutes nearly. You know, all these knives. So don't forget, do you see how they've all kind of rusted? So this was pre-stainless steel. Stainless steel wasn't invented until around about 1900. So don't forget, we're going back to 1500. So these were just basically iron tools, which would obviously rust. They would need resharpening regularly. You know, never-ending source of needing to produce these goods for a growing market. So yeah, I'm just going to come out and finish off over here. Got a few visitors now, and so I'm just going to finish off at this sign which is at the entrance. And again, I think I've recorded this anyway, so I'm going to leave. The sun's coming out, which is great. But I'm going to finish recording now. So that's Shepherd Wheel in the Porter Valley in Sheffield. The industry that enabled Sheffield to grow to be the major industrial city that it eventually became. Bye for now.